Hello. Today we're going to be looking at the uses and benefits of portable power tools versus hand tools. In order to fully understand what we are looking at, first let's learn what are power tools and hand tools. A power tool is a tool that is made to work by using an additional power source and mechanism other than using only manual labor. These power tools make a task much easier and faster than using sole manual labor. Here are some examples. These tools are mostly used for wood-related tasks like planing or shaping. Now, a portable power tool is essentially the same as a power tool, but this type can be transported easily from one location to another without much hassle or the need to prepare a specific location for it before it arrives. There are many types of power tools in the modern day. We have those that are most commonly used by plugging in its cord into an electrical outlet. We have others that are powered by a battery pack, as you can see in this first image. We have others that are fueled, like the chainsaw in the middle image. We have others that are powered by compressed air, as you can see in the last one. And also we have many other types. Power tools, like hand tools, are used by grasping them and positioning the tool where it needs to be used, and pressing the trigger button that triggers the built-in motor to start and allow the tool to operate as designed. Here, as you can see, is an example of a pneumatic power tool. It's being used on a car door. Pneumatic power tools use compressed air to run. As you can see, a hose is attached to the rear end of the tool that delivers the compressed air to allow it to function. At the top side, facing the operator, there is a trigger button that can be pressed to trigger the tool to work as required. This next image is similar to the previous one. The difference is that this is an electrical power saw that needs its cord plugged into an outlet in order to function. Similar to the previous tool, this also has a trigger button that makes the tool run as required by the operator. As you can see, both power tools that were shown are of decent size that allows for ease of transport, but also provides the necessary requirements to complete the task at hand. Now that we have gained some knowledge of power tools, let's look at hand tools. Hand tools are, as the name states, tools that are held in the hand and operated without the need of an additional power source or mechanism other than human force. Hand tools are also portable because, as the name states, they are made to be used by hand. Therefore, the size is made small enough to fit the hand and be able to be transported with ease. Hand tools are used to help accomplish difficult tasks in a much shorter and efficient manner compared to when trying to complete a task by using solely one's hand. For example, imagine cutting a tree with one's hand and not using a special tool to do this. It would be kind of difficult or next to impossible. That's why the axe was invented. With its help, cutting down a tree is made much easier and can be done efficiently. Hand tools can be used however you prefer, as long as it is being used properly. The proper way to use a hand tool is by first grasping it with your hand, and depending on which tool and for what purpose, you either raise it and strike down if it's a hammer being used to nail objects together, or if it's a handsaw, you use it as a forward and backward motion to cut the desired object. When using one or both types of tools, you always have to be careful in order not to injure yourself or others. As stated by most safety guidelines, hand and power tools shall be used, inspected, and maintained in accordance with the manufacturer's instructions and recommendations, and shall be used only for the purpose for which it was designed. Hand and power tools shall be inspected, tested, and determined to be in a safe operating condition before each use. Continued daily inspections shall be made to ensure operating conditions and proper maintenance. Both hand tools and power tools have their advantages and disadvantages. The benefits of having hand tools is that they make a task easier and allow you to finish a task faster. These hand tools, which are many, can be used for various operations with only the use of brute human force. The disadvantage of hand tools are that the amount of power is limited to how much force can be delivered by the handler, which usually results in becoming tired rapidly after using repetitive actions such as nailing or cutting. Power tools give us the benefit of providing more power, adaptability, and dependability because they enhance the speed and performance of how we do our tasks. They provide new methods that are safer and faster for completing jobs and have now become the dependable tools we all turn to when we face a challenging job. Unlike hand tools, the handler doesn't have to exert much force in order to get the tool to perform or to complete a task, whether it's nailing, cutting, or shaping. The use of power tools makes it easier, faster, and less strenuous for us to do certain jobs compared to hand tools that require intense human force. The downside of power tools is that they require a lot more attention than a simple hand tool. They require much more adequate maintenance. The operator has to always be alert when using the tool because 1 second of distraction can mean losing a finger or a hand. Power tools also require much more additional equipment, whether it's a battery pack, an electrical outlet, or compressed air in order for it to work the way it was designed. Hand tools and power tools were made to make our jobs easier. Every task has a tool specifically for it, whether it's a hand or power tool. What's for sure in today's date is that for every hand tool made, there is a power tool version of it. For example, you can either use a hammer to nail objects together, or you can use a nail gun. You can use an axe to cut down a tree, or you can also use a chainsaw to get the job done faster and easier. You may be thinking by now that power tools are better than hand tools by now, but honestly, both get the job done as long as you know how to use them properly. The reason that hand tools have not been extinct yet is because some jobs require a more delicate touch or a finer detail that power tools sometimes cannot provide. Most workers nowadays use both types of tools to work faster and more efficient. Whether it's nailing, cutting, planing, shaping, painting, and many more other types of jobs, there is a tool or power tool out there that can help you finish your job easier and faster. Thanks for watching. Stay safe.